Good day, everyone. I am Wanafe Giranyola, and I'm going to discuss to you the last topic of the behaviorist theories, which is the operant conditioning by Borges Friedrich Skinner. So, first, let us ilailahon who is Borges Friedrich Skinner. So, Friedrich Skinner was an American psychologist known for his impact on behaviorism. Vorhos Friedrich Skinner was an American psychologist who made significant contribution to the field of behaviorism. He is well known for his impact on behaviorism, a psychological approach that focuses on studying observable behaviors and their relationship to the stimuli and consequence. Next is he believed in the stimulus response pattern of conditioned behavior. So Skinner believed in the stimulus response pattern of conditioned behavior, which suggests that behavior is influenced by the antecedent stimulus, the behavior itself, and the consequences that follows. So, Skinner wrote two books titled Walden 2, published on 1948, and Science and Human Behavior, published on 1958. So, Walden 2 is a novel written by B.F. Skinner and published in 1948. The book represents a fictional utopian community called Walden 2, which is based on Skinner's principle of behaviorism and operant conditioning. The story follows a group of characters who visit Walden 2 and explore its unique social and cultural structures. The book delves into topics such as education, social engineering, and the application of behavioral principles to create harmonious society. So, Science in Human Behavior is a non-fiction book written by B.F. Skinner and published on 1958. This book, Skinner explores the fundamental principles of behaviorism and their implication for understanding human behavior. He discusses concepts such as reinforcement, punishment, shaping, and the role of environmental factors in shaping behavior. The book offers insights into how behavior can analyze and understood and influenced through scientific methods. The book, both books, the Walden 2 and the Science and Human Beings, reflect Skinner's belief in the power of behaviorism and his exploration of its application in various aspects of human life. Walden 2 represents a fictionalized vision of a behaviorally engineered society, while Science in Human Behavior provides a more theoretical and scientific exploration of behaviorism and its implication for understanding human behavior. So next na ta, which is Skinner's ABCs in behaviorism. So A stands for antecedent, which is the stimulus. B for behavior or response, and C for consequences or reinforcement. So according to Skinner, the antecedents refers to the stimulus or trigger that precedes a behavior. So, the behavior is the response on action exhibited by an individual. And the consequences are the outcomes or reinforcements that follows the behavior. So, I hope wala may questions. So, now let's move forward. So, operant conditioning. Nalagay ta sa atong main topic. So, operant conditioning is based upon the notion that learning is a result of change in overt behavior. So, operant conditioning is a psychological concept developed by B.F. Skinners. It focuses on how behavior is influenced by its consequence. It involves the use of rewards and punishment to shape and modify behavior. According to operant conditioning, behavior that are reinforced tend to be repeated, while behaviors that are punished or not reinforced are less likely to occur. In operant conditioning, there are four main concepts: the behavior, the consequence, reinforcement, and punishment. Reinforcement refers to the process of strengthening a behavior by providing a reward or positive consequence, while punishments involves providing a negative consequence to decrease the likelihood of a behavior occurring again. So, according to B.F. Skinner, the best way to understand behavior is to look at the causes of an action and its consequence. So, to understand behavior, it is important to consider the factors that lead to the behavior and the outcome or consequence that follows. This perspective, emphasized by B.F. Skinner, highlights the significance of understanding the causes and effects of actions in comprehending human behavior. So, next, let's move forward to reinforcement. So, reinforcers is anything that strengthens the desired response. So, in B.F. Skinner's theory of learning, reinforcements plays a critical role in behavior development. Reinforcement is any event that strengthens a certain behavior, and it can be positive or negative in nature. So there are two types of reinforcement. First is the positive reinforcement. So positive reinforcement is any stimulus that is given or added to increase the response. So it means that positive reinforcement includes actions or events that strengthen a response by providing a stimulus for certain behavior, such as giving a child a reward or praises for cleaning the room. So, example, a teacher is giving praises and a sticker to a student who completes their sit work on time. So, in this scenario, no, makita na to nga nagyud siya positive or nagyud siya response nga gihatag. So, the completion of homework is the desired behavior. So, kung mahuman niya tong homework, kibali, nakapasa siya homework pagkaugma, gihatag karon pagkaugma, pag checking nakapasa siya sa homework tapos nakatama. So gitagaan siya positive reinforcement sa iyang teacher, which is naghatag ang iyang teacher og praise. So gingnan siya dito nga gwapa ka imuhang kuan or maayo ka pagbuhat sa imuhang assignment. Tapos sa elementary hilig gid kay ni mga star or mga stickers nga mo'y ginapanghatag sa teacher as a reward. So by receiving those the praises and the sticker, the student is more likely to continue completing their homework on time in the future. So dili lang man gid siguro ako lang ang nakabantay, no. So kabantay mo ng mga elementary karon. If ever ba nga gina-praise sila sa ilahang mga maestra or gina tag-star or gina 100 ilahang mga kuan trabaho bisan mga drawing nila. So imbis na 'di ba imbis nga mag-stop sila, mas gina-pursue nila kay sa by way magud nga maghatag tawag positive reinforcement or maghatag tawag mga ingana nga butang sa atong mga student is ma-feel nila nga tama ilang gibuhat. Like kinahanglan nga mahuman ko ni karon kay para ugman ako ikapasa o ma-compliment ko sa akong teacher. So the positive reinforcement strengthens the behavior and increases the likelihood of its reoccurrence. So by doing this, no, nga kanang gina appreciate na to ang kanang work sa ato ang student is magperminti na siya. Like magpasa na always, magpasa na project on time and unsa pa dira ang imong ipampapasa. Basta ato siyang Tagalog appreciation and rewards pod para sa ilang natama nga nabuhat. So next is negative reinforcement. So negative reinforcement is any stimulus that results in increased frequency of a response when it is withdrawn or removed. Sa negative reinforcement, it also strengthens a response, but by removal of unfavorable outcomes, such as the child cleaning the room to avoid being grounded. So, kung ang positive reinforcement is naa kay i-add, ang negative reinforcement pod is naa kay kuhaon. So, example, a teacher allows students to skip homework assignment if they actively participate in class discussion. So, in this scenario, the negative reinforcement is the removal of a negative consequence, which is the homework assignment. So, in response to the desired behavior, active participation in class, which is the active participation in class discussion, by giving students the opportunity to avoid the homework assignment through active participation, the teacher reinforces the behavior of participating in class discussion. So, ang sa negative reinforcement no is kana siyang more likely if nakabuhat og gwapa or maayo ang bata na kay reward nga ihatag. Pero ang negative reinforcement is dili siya nagamin nga negative na gid kaayo. Like kung unsa gid ang meaning sa negative. So ang pasabot lang gid sa dili siya ingon nga natawag siya negative kay lain iyahang meaning. So ang sa negative man gud, ang negative reinforcement man gid is kana ang nalang gid kay kuhaon. So kay bale para adto sa parehas sa example. So kung naga-participate ka sa class, 'di ba? Naay ka exemption. Pwede na ka dili mag-answer sa assignment. So reward gihapon siya. Dili siya ingon nga negative siya nga lain siya og kuan. Lain siya meaning. So kay tungod kay nag-participate man ka sa klase, pwede na ka dili mag-answer or exempted na ka sa inyuhang assignment. So another example is kanaang kibali para sa to buta na to sa college. So sa midterm exam kibali ni Anmay is nakakuha siya og 1.5 ihang grade sa midterm. So ni ana ang instructor, ana nga subject kung asa siya naka 1.5 nga nakakuha man sa Anmay og 1.5 nga grado, exempted na siya sa final exam. So ing ana ang ing ana ang negative reinforcement. Dili siya ingon nga nakay negative nga lain ang iyahang lain iyahang meaning. So gikuan lang siya negative kay naa kay i-remove. Pero reward gyud gihapon siya. Kanang pabor gyud gihapon siya sa estudyante. So this increases the likelihood that student will continue to actively engage in class discussion to avoid the negative consequence of completing the homework assignment. So next which is punishment. Punishment is a consequence intended to result in reduced response. So ang punishment can also play a role in learning process. According to B.F. Skinner, punishment is described as the application of an adverse outcome in an effort to decrease or weaken a specific behavior. So, na two types of punishment, which is first is the positive punishment. So a positive punishment is a concept where an adverse stimulus is introduced to decrease the likelihood of a behavior occurring again. It involves adding something unpleasant or unwanted as a consequence of a behavior. So, ang positive punishment is nakay i-add. So, kung ang positive reinforcement is naka-i-add nga reward sa imong estudyante, ang positive punishment napugay i-add pero unpleasant or unwanted. So, example is, a teacher reprimands a student by giving them extra assignment for taking out of turns during class. So, in this case, the reprimand and additional task serve as the adverse stimulus, added to decrease the occurrence of the disrupted behavior, which is talking out of turns. So by experiencing this consequence of extra assignments, the students is less likely to engage in disrupted behavior in the future. So, sa example, no, di ba, ang student daw is gihatagan sila sa ilang maestro extra nga assignment because wala sila taking turns. Like, nag-chorus lang sila bitaw og answer kung nagpa-oral or nagipangutan ng teacher tapos wala sila nag-hands up pero nag-chorus lang sila ingon. So, nakuan ang teacher. So, yung gitagaan sila og extra nga assignment. So, ang katong extra nga assignment, mo to siya ang nag-serve nga positive punishment. So, kaya positive punishment man gyud is mag-add ka og something nga dili ganahan ang mga students. Nga dili ayon sa students. So, positive punishment aims to discourage the unwanted behavior by associating it with an pleasant outcome. So, negative punishment. Negative punishment where a desirable stimulus is removed or withheld to decrease the likelihood of a behavior occurring again. It involves taking away something pleasant or desired as a consequence of a behavior. So, 'di ba? Ang negative reinforcement is mag-remove ka, pero positive gihapon siya, reward gihapon siya. Sa negative punishment, mag-remove ka og something nga ganahan ang mga students, pleasant nga mga nga mga behavior or pleasant nga butang para sa student. So example, a teacher takes away student recess time for consistently not completing their homework. In this case, the removal of recess serves as the negative consequence. So, ang negative consequence good is para diri sa kaniyang a teacher takes away students recess time for consistently not completing their homework. So, ang negative consequence niya is gikuha sa teacher ang recess time sa mga estudyante. Kaya nga nung gikuha man sa teacher because wala nila gi-complete ilahang mga homework. Wala sila nagpasa sa ilang homework. So, nasuko si teacher. So, instead nga mag-resist ang mga bata, gikuha sa teacher ang recess sa bata para dito sa recess time nila, dapat buhaton nila or humanon nila ang ilahang homework nga dapat sa balay nila gihuman. So, ingana ang negative experiences. So, by experiencing the loss of recess, which is the desirable activity for most students, the student is less likely to repeat the behavior of not completing their homework. The negative punishments aims to discourage the unwanted behavior by removing a positive stimulus. Kung ang positive reinforcement na i-add, example, naka-perfect imong anak sa quiz, so, gitagaan mo 100. Wala ang positive nga reinforcement. Kaya nagbuhat siya or maayo iyang gibuhat, na siya reward. Ang sa negative reinforcement pod, kay maayo iyang gibuhat, na kay kuhaon. So, kay ang bata or naka-perfect ang bata sa exam, di na nimo siya pa final termon. So, yung ana siya. Ang sa positive pod nga punishment is mag-add kag something nga unwanted, nga dili ganahan ang bata. So, kay wala niya gibuhat iyahang iyahang assignment or wala na sila yung mga unwanted nga behaviors, mga nagbanha sila sa inyong room or imong anak is naghugaw-hugaw sa inyong balay. So, imo siyang tagaan og butang nga dili siya ganahan. Like example, naghugaw-hugaw siya sa inyong balay. So, kay naghugaw-hugaw siya sa inyong balay, imuha siya ong tagaan og unpleasant nga dili siya ganahan. So, kay naghugaw-hugaw siya sa inyong balay, imo siyang gipaadto og bukid. Palayas nimo sa inyong balay karon wala magugaw-gaw. So, ang sa negative sa negative punishment pod, na kay kuhaon nga pleasant or nga ganahan ang bata. So, para itong naghugaw-hugaw sa inyong balay, kaya naghugaw-hugaw siya sa inyong balay, di na siya pwede mulaag. Di siya kagunit sa cellphone. Kaya naghugaw-hugaw siya sa inyong balay. So, mura to, no, ang sa positive and negative reinforcement and positive and negative punishment. So, dili na punta sa next. So, extinction or non-reinforcement. So, extinction or non-reinforcement are responses that are not reinforced, are not likely to be repeated. So, this refers to a gradual weakening and disappearance of a conditioned response when it is no longer reinforced. For example, a dog, if a dog is trained to sit for a treat and you stop giving treats, the dog will eventually stop sitting when commanded because the behavior is no longer reinforced. So, dili no is kanang gitudloan nimong ang iro kung unsaon pag-ingkod. Tapos every time nga makaingkod siya or every time nga ginabuhat na niya nga nga butang or ang pag-ingkod, tagaan nimo siya treats, tagaan nimo siya bukog, tagaan nimo siya sudan or something. So, kung undangon nimo tong paghatag sa iya og mga butang or sudan, bukog, undangon na pud to niya nga behavior. So, yung ana ang extension or non-reinforcement. Kung nakay butang gipabuhat sa iya tapos gianad nimo siya nga tagaan nimo siya og reward, tapos pabuhaton na pud nimo siya ana tapos wala na nimo wala na nimo siya gitagaan sa og reward, giundang nga nimo ang paghatag og reward, undangon na pud na niya nga behavior. So yung ana siya, no. Next is shaping of behavior. Shaping of behavior is a method used in behavioral psychology to gradually teach a new behavior through reinforcement until the target behavior is achieved. So this method is used in behavioral psychology to gradually teach a new behavior through reinforcement until the target behavior is achieved. For example, if you want to teach a child to clean their room, you might start by rewarding them for picking up a single toy. Then, gradually expect them to clean more of the room before they receive a reward. So, kaniyang sa shaping of behavior is tagaan nimo og reward ang bata. So, kay bale, para sa example nga, kung gusto nimo nga tudlon ang bata unsaon paghinlo sa ilang room, so, kung maghinlo siya, kung kay bale, pahipos-hiposon iyang toy, makita kay bale nimo sa iya nga, hipos-hipos niya, tagaan nimo siya reward. So, kay ang bata, mabutang to sa hunahuna sa bata nga, if panghipuson niya iyang mga katag, na siya reward nga makuha. So, instead nga, ang katulang mga toys niya imo ang iyahang hinluon or iyahang i-plaster ibalik sa tama nga butanganan, iyahan ang hinluon iyahang tibok kwarto, manghinlo na siya sa inyong balay kay nag-expect siya nga kung hinluon niya na siya reward nga madawat. So in that way makabalo ang bata manghinlo. Next is behavioral chaining. So, behavioral chaining, this involves breaking down a complex behavior into smaller, manageable parts and then linking them together in a sequence. This involves breaking down a complex behavior into smaller, manageable parts and then linking them together in a sequence. So, for example, teaching a child to tie their shoelace might involve steps like crossing the lace, passing one lace under the other, and so on. So, ang behavioral training is like gikan sa gama, ang dako, ang broad nga concept, imo siyang putol-putulon para ma-achieve to nimong broad nga concept. So, pareha sa example, no? So, kung gusto nimo tudluan ang bata kung unsaon pagliston sa ihang sapatos. So, tudluan sa gyud nimo siya nga. Una, isuksok nimo diri ang kuan, ang liston sa bangag nga nasa sa pinakauna nga bangag. Unya mo na isuksok diri, pikas na pod, and so on and so forth. So, ang behavioral training man gud is na siya step by step siya para ma-achieve nimo tong behavior nga gusto nimo nga ma-achieve sa bata. For example, sa pagluto. Ang bata is gusto niya magluto og itlog. Itlog sa takay ka bata pa man. So, una na, pahugasan nimo ang kalaha. Kung naamoy kalan, itak-ang sa kalan. Kung wala mo'y kalan, pahalingon nimo ang bata. Pero with you ha, kaya kuan ba ang haling? So, pakuano nimo. Tapos tak-ang. Paslice nimo ipaslice nimo daan tong mga kuan, mga lamas, or kuan naman na, bombay ahos, sa panadira, putangan pa nimo og kamatis, mga sibuyas dahon, tapos butang og oil, ang kalaha, pag mainit na, di ba? So, na siya step by step. Hantod nga, makaluto gyud og itlog ang bata. So, yung ana ang behavioral training. So, next is reinforcement schedule. So, reinforcement schedule refers to the pattern of timing and frequency of reinforcement for a particular behavior. This refers to the pattern of timing and frequency of reinforcement for a particular behavior. For example, a teacher might give student praise, a form of reinforcement every time they answer a question correctly. So, continuous reinforce na siya. So, or only sometimes, if sometimes lang po siya. So, ang reinforcement schedule is kanang mura siya nakay-scheduling. So, kung ang bata nagbuhat siya maayo, always siya nagabuhat og maayo. So, always po dapat nimo siya tagaan og praises, tagaan og stars. Mo na siya gitawag og continuous reinforcement. So, kung sometimes ra pod dili pod permanente ang bata nagabuhat og kuan maayo. So, dili ra pod kana ra pong every time ra pod nga makabuhat siya og maayo. So, kung dili permanente, dili po ka permanente maghatag og praises or rewards sa bata. So, ang reinforcement schedule na siya 4 types. First is the fixed interval schedule, which is a type of intermittent response reinforcement where the first response is rewarded only after a specified amount of time is elapsed. So, for example, an employee gets a paycheck every 2 weeks. So, ang sa fixed interval schedule is naanagod siya fixed nga schedule. Like, for example, katong sa example nga, an employee gets a paycheck every 2 weeks. So, ang isa ka trabahante daw, makakuha siya og iyang sweldo every 2 weeks. So, by the word diri nga every 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks gyud. So, na siya schedule. Na siya fixed nga schedule. Nga every 2 weeks, nagahatag og sweldo ang iyang company. So, another example is sa atoang report or sa atoang quizzes. Diba? every time nga mahuman ang og report, kinahanglan ang reporters maghatag og quiz. So, na siya fix nga interval and schedule. Every mahuman ang report, nagay quiz. So, mo na iyahang fix nga interval schedule. Next is the variable interval schedule. So, it is a type of intermittent reinforcement where a response is rewarded after an unpredictable amount of time has passed. So, for example, checking your email o nag-apply kag trabaho, unya tapos na ang imong nag-interview sa imong nga kanang mag-email lang mi sa imong kung nadawat ka sa imong trabaho. So, wala ka kabalo kung kanus sila mag-email. So, ikaw po, sige nimo i-check ang email nimo kung nag-email na ba ka to, nadawat pa ka sa imong sa trabaho. So, gina-check nimo imong email, gina-check nimo ang email nimo, tapos nga wa ka kabalo kung kanus mahitabo or kanus sila mag-message. So, hangtod nga mag-message sila. Nga, sorry, you didn't make it. Sorry, kana. Congratulations, nandawat ka, you are hired. So, ang sa variable interval schedule man gyud is kanang reinforcement siya nga wala ta kabalo kung kanus ata tagaan og reward or response sa ato ang gibuhat nga butang. For example pod is nag-apply ka sa scholarship, di ba? Sa TDP. Apply kag TDP. Interview na mo tapos ni ana ang tig-interview hay nga mag-post lang mi sa page or magbutang lang ko sa bulletin board kung kinsa tong mga nakuha nadawat sa TDP. So, ikaw ka wala man ka kabalo kung kanus ma-post or kinsa na nangakuha. So, gisige nimo visit ang bulletin board or gisige nimo glantaw ang page sa scholarship office. Hangtod nga mag-post sila nga nakuha ka didto nya or wala ka didto so muna to siya, wala ka kabalo, unpredictable siya. Wala ka kabalo kung kanus i-replicate imuhang gibuhat. So, fixed ratio schedule. Next na, third type of reinforcement schedule, so which is the fixed ratio schedule. It is a type of intermittent reinforcement where a response is reinforced only after a specified number of responses. For example, a factory worker might be paid for every 10 items they produce. So, ang sa kanyang fixed ratio schedule is kanaang naakay specified nga number nga responses, specified number of responses nga kinahanglan nimo nga mabuhat para tagaan ka og reward. So, para sa example nga, ang factory worker daw nga masweldohan siya or na siya sweldo every time nga maka-produce siya og 10 items. So, nagid siya specified, na siya fixed nga ratio which is ang 10 items. So, next is variable ratio schedule. Variable ratio schedule is a type of intermittent reinforcement where a response is reinforced after unpredictable number of responses. So, this schedule creates a high steady rate of responding. For example, gambling and lottery games are good example of a reward based on a variable ratio schedule. The players never knows how many times they have to play before they win, which encourages more play. So ang sa variable ratio schedule pud no is pareha sa variable interval ratio o interval schedule. Unpredictable gihapon siya. Dili nimo mabal-an kung kanusa mahatag or kanusa ka ma-rewardan sa imong gibuhat. So pareha sa iyang example nga katong sa sugal, di ba? Na siya, di ba, reward based siya. So if mabunutan ka or makadaog sa lasto, pero wala ka kabalo, unpredicted siya kung kanusa ka makadaog. So dili gyapon ka kabalo kung sige ra kag patad, tas unpredictable kung makadaog ba ka. Ingana ang variable ratio schedule. And dili na tayo sa implication of operant conditioning. So, number 1 is practice should take form of a question or a stimulus, answer or response frames which expose student to the subject in gradual steps. This implies that instructional practices should be designed in a way that gradually introduces students to a new material or concepts, breaking down the material into smaller and manageable steps help students build their understanding gradually. Number 2 is require that learners makes a response for every frame and receive immediate feedback. So number 2 suggests that active participation and engagement are important in the learning process. Students should be encouraged to respond to each frame or questions, and immediate feedback should be provided to reinforce correct responses and correct any misconception. Number 3, try to arrange the difficulty of the questions so the responses is always correct and hence a positive reinforcement. It is important to adjust. So number 3 means that it is important to adjust the difficulty level of questions or tasks so that students are likely to respond correctly. This ensures that students experience success and are positively reinforced, which can enhance their motivation and engagement in the learning process. Number 4, which is the last, is ensure that a good performance in the lesson is paired with secondary reinforcers such as verbal praise, and good grades. This means that recognizing and reinforcing good performance is crucial in operant conditioning. Providing secondary reinforcers such as verbal praises, tangible rewards like prizes or positive grades can further motivate and reinforce desired behavior. Last topic na gid siya, or last part na gid sa ato ang report is the principle derived from Skinner's operant conditioning. Number 1 is behavior that is positively reinforced will reoccur, and intermittent reinforcement is particularly effective. So this principle highlights the importance of positive reinforcement in shaping behavior. When a behavior is followed by a positive consequence or reward, it is more likely to be repeated in the future. Intermittent reinforcement, which involve reinforcing the behavior only occasionally, can be particularly effective in maintaining behavior over the long term. Number two, information should be presented in small amounts so that response can be reinforced or shaping. So, this means that breaking down information into smaller chunks or steps allow, allows for the reinforcement of responses along the way. By gradually shaping behavior through reinforcements, learners can build upon their existing skills and knowledge to reach the desired behavior or outcome. Number three, reinforcement will generalize across similar stimuli or stimulus di na ako kalitok. Stimulus generalization, producing secondary conditioning. So, this principle suggests that when a behavior is reinforced in the presence of a particular stimulus, it is likely to occur in the presence of similar stimuli as well. This generalization of behavior across similar situation or stimuli can lead to the secondary conditioning, where the behavior continues to be reinforced in new contexts. So, that's all for the operant conditioning. And any clarification, verification, and violent reaction, etc. sa GC kung na may mga pangutana. That's all. Thank you.